All right, we're here at the Keep It Reet Friday Night Drifts and round 3 of Drift Collective. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Friday Night Drifts is going to be going running hot. Well, not really that hot. As you can tell, I got my umbrella. The weather's disappearing right now, and let's hope it stays that way. But later this evening, we're getting into the battle qualifying. That's it. The Drift Collective go-getters are going to try find the top spot. Matt Harvey's already there. Can he take the top qualifier? Dale Campaign's nipping at the heels. He's in second place, but it all unfolds this evening. Battle qualifying.
I need all the wins, yeah. Gotta get a no call to quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming way harder it is. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of this. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out.
What's the condition like out there?
Slippery.
I see a few casualties already, like...
Yeah, NZ Corey, aka Zach Antics. You get that on the big jobs. I got a little tasteful smackers. Tested out Jimbo's fresh rear end. Apart from that, she's starting to dry up, so hopefully you can start getting some better battles and less slapperiness.
My heart on my sleeve, stretch, shield my greed. That's how I get it. Success ain't no giving. Some days I don't hear, I don't sleep. When I'm focused, down, running when I'm anxious. Ain't no limit till I tank. I'm running on fumes. The opposition don't remain. The road swinging through the pavement. Get your hands out of my bag. I know this because I've been in it. All need the bag. I get to my habits. They be taking care of your business. But you're ready to do the math. I'm out of my pocket. Houston, we got a problem, man. Perfect, let them watch me. Elevating, got them noxious. Cause I'm the pilot in the cockpit. Nose diving, ain't no option. Watch out, get it hit. Watch out, get it hit. Watch out, get it hit. Watch out, set it up. Bitch, watch, set it down. Watch out, get away. I don't think they really wanna come and get the runner. Got a finger, run up in on a grenade. I ain't never been there where you think you compare to my line, but the winner about the cage. I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, gotta get a no call to quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming way hard it hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. Gotta get a no call to quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming way hard it hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap on our round 3 battle qualifying for Drift Collective, and it's none other than Matt Harvey, your top qualifier, followed by Dale Campaign. So there's no surprises there. They are our first and second place leaders, and they actually met each other in battle qualifying with an unreal performance. Now coming in third place, Sam Mudge. That's right, the wastegate out the bonnet, popping flames. But the big surprise, in fourth place, Will Argoon in an NA Falcon, absolutely ripping and tearing. Drift Collective, that's what it's about. Game day here at the final round of Drift Collective held by Keep It Reet. Our championship contenders Matt Harvey and Dale Campaign are your top 2 qualifiers. The track has changed from yesterday. It was raining yesterday and now it's dry and the sun is out. Are our championship contenders going to lay claim, or are our surprise guest drivers Ben Jenkins, Connor Halligan going to shake things up? We don't know. Find out.
Next we're going to have Ben Jenkins all the way over from D1NZ with Zach Saito. Ben Jenkins in the lead as he charges up the straight. Big flick on the line. Saito trying to get that initiation a little bit early. Ben Jenkins, great job out to outside zone 1. That's outside zone 2. Ben Jenkins, nice and easy as he comes up. Right there with him on 3. As he tightens the gap, coming into 4 and 5. Ben Jenkins laying down an amazing lead run. Ben Jenkins.
3 as we're going to swap Zach Saito around. He's going to be leading this time. Benny Jenkins in the chase in the R32 skyline. Very early initiation there from Saito up high on the wall. Benny Jenkins really measured approach in that chase position, just keeping a nice car length away. And Saito right up on the wall in that second flip, transitioning, filling that outside zone, getting right up on the tyre stacks. Once again, Benny Jenkins as well on the door the whole way around.
And the winners of that go into the top 16. That's where we're going to start seeing a bit spicy later on.
Oh, we're going to send him again.
The first 1 or 2.
That's right. So it looks like we got another battle now. That's Taylor Siskos in the lead. It's going to be Cody Obbs from SA in the chase of the AU Falcon. Look at this smoke. Yeah, Siskos in the lead there, smoking up that Barra-powered E46. Little bit of a shallow line and angle there from Cody in that chase position, trying to get up on the door. Got Benny Jenkins now in the lead, getting chased down by Zach Saito. Again, very early initiation from Zach there in the chase, trying to close up on the door of the Reet Fleet 32. Great job there from Benny, right out on the wall there as they transition into 3, 4, and 5. Again, perfect lead from Benny Jenkins. And Zach Saito had an ample opportunity to get up there, but maybe a little bit further back than we would have wanted to see. Here we go, we've got the second half of this battle now. It is going to be Cody Obbs in the lead, Taylor Siskos in the chase. Nice and high there from Cody Obbs, right up on the wall, flowing down the bank now. A little bit shallower, just on the edge of the box there on 2. Good transition to 3, and you can see Taylor now ranging up onto the side of the AU Falcon. Doesn't have that little stumble that we saw from Cody in his chase.
The judges are just deliberating at the moment, just working out the point structure, trying to figure out is the checkup and is that straighten going to be a massive advantage or disadvantage, and they're just trying to work it out.
Looks like the judges have made their decision, and Taylor will go through. So unfortunately for Cody Obbs, that's all we're going to see for him in competition.
All right, next battle, we've got Jenkins on the chase, Saito in the lead. Saito, big initiation down. Jenkins onto him onto outside zone 1. Saito does a great job keeping wide line as Jenkins opens a pocket there for him to dive right in. Saito right outside zone 2 as they both transition into the deep pocket of 3. Flicking over to 4. Jenkins right there with him as they cross the line. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Ben Jenkins and Saito.
What a battle there. All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Benny Jenkins gets the win. He's going to move through to our second 16.
Unfortunately, Fletcher Pinner unfortunately had to pull out of competition, which then does leave Makovic with a solo run. So he's going to get 1 lap down.
Unfortunately, we're not going to see any more of that 31 wagon, but we are going to see much more of Nathan Makovic, and I am happy about that because that is an absolutely gorgeous E36.
I love the wheels, I love the wide body. Sometimes E36s look a little bit more repetitive, like the builds are
Gentlemen, so it is going to be Caleb Shear now in the lead in that match straight transport E46, being chased down by David Hunter all the way from New Zealand. Big time from Hunter, contact into turn 1. Both cars seem to just be floating forever and ever, and it's like watching the Titanic driving towards the iceberg. You see it happening, you just can't stop it. So let the dreads fly there. Blake and Bayer in the lead. Jamison in the chase, absolute rocket ship of an R33. Both drivers snapping up towards the wall. Big angle from Blake, washes out wide. Jamison just also couldn't slow it down. Now that's where the judges are going to have to decide. Did Blake lead Jaden astray, or was Jaden already going off on his own accord? So yeah, the judges are going to have to go, oh, was that Blake leading him off, or was Jaden? Here we go, it's going to be Jaden Jamison now in the lead, getting chased down by Blake and Bayer, absolutely screaming down into turn 1. Again, everything locked up through the first clip, makes it through the first corner this time. Jaden doing a good job in the lead, just gets to that outside zone, transitioning into 3, a little bit lazy there from Jaden, but Blake and Bayer absolutely in the door of Jaden Jamison through that whole last corner. So we're going to send him one more time, so there we go. Looks like we've got Danny Pesek there in the lead, being chased down by a VE Commodore.
Yeah. Danny Pesek doing a great job outside zone 1 as it flicks over to 2. Mason right there with him as they transition through to 3, over to 4. Big VEU chasing down the little SR that could.
Here we go. We're going to have to rerun now between Blake and Bayer and Jay Jaden Jamison. Let's see what they do now. Blake's going to just tidy up this lead run. Snaps it right up on the wall from Blake and Bayer. Great job there. Much better job through turn one. Flowing down into the second flick. Gets right up on the wall. Snappy transition from both drivers there. As Jaden Jamison now trying to close the door as they come through the... Oh! He's in the wall. Blake and Bayer does the 50-50 grind through the finish line.
As that embankment is on a little bit of an angle, as the cars are full lock to the right, and if you tag the rear end, yeah, you drive up the wall.
But ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Blake and Bayer.
We're going to send them now. Here we go. Second run, Matt Mason and Danny Pesek in the chase. Mason charging up the straight. Big flick, Danny Pesek trying to tuck up onto outside zone 1 as they surge forward. Great job onto outside zone 1 for the lead driver. Mason does a phenomenal job keeping it 1 to 2. Danny Pesek finding his footing, trying to get the pocket as they switch back. A little bit of a check up there by Danny Pesek as he switches into 4. Mason does a great job over to 5. Danny Pesek following suit.
Deliberation now. So we got the cars. It's going to be Danny Pesek moving through in the S13. Right, here we go. So it is going to be David Hunter there in the S14 being chased down by the Sassy Caleb Sheehan in the last straight transport, E46, flicking it up on the wall. Big time from Sheehan behind Dave Hunter there. Both cars nice and wide through the chute. Very shallow there, well and truly off the wall from Dave Hunter as Caleb now tries to get up on the door through the final turner. Through the final corner, on the door. Oh, it's almost contact. And it looks like we do have a result. It's going to be Caleb Sheehan moving through. So Dave Hunter is done for the day. They should come out and have a watch. But here we go. It's going to be Jaden Jamison now in the lead. Absolutely feeding it into turn 1. Blake and Bayer very low on that initiation. Didn't quite get it right. Oh, as he shuts it down. So Blake and Bayer, massive mistake there. Jaden Jamison just needs to keep the car in a sideways fashion to finish that lap off. Unfortunately there for Blake and Bayer, just getting a little bit caught up on that initiation, ended up on that low line. It does look like it is going to be Jaden Jamison going through. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for Jaden Jamison. Blake and Bayer getting the car back out there after getting up on the wall, and he will be back out for our SEQUOIA Media Expressions Thrash Sessions. So Ross Murdoch chucking it in, Jason Hayden there in the chase, a long way behind on that initiation. We want to see Jason try and close that gap as Ross Murdoch a little bit off that second clip, does a better job into the third clip, and you can see now Jason Hayden closing the gap there. Talking about just the old school events, that was a very Roger Bolger-esque chase there. Hayden now getting chased down by Ross Murdoch in the little K70. Look at the gap that Jason Hayden there just pulled on the initiation, but Ross Murdoch doing a great job to trim the line angle there, getting right back up on the door of Jason Hayden there in the lead. Again, just shallow on clip 2 and through 3-4, up on the wall on 5, but Ross Murdoch there doing a great job on that little K70 to keep up with that rocket ship of Jason Hayden. And that is going to be Ross Murdoch moving through to the second 16.
The one and only Bob O'Grady leading Connor Halligan at the moment as they come charging down the straight. Bogger to lead. 1,000 horsepower Hulk as they flick up onto the door. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Bogger doing a phenomenal job onto outside zone 1 as they come over to 2. Connor Halligan does a great job snapping angles to 3 as he tries to find the pocket there. Coming on to 4 and 5. Bogger laying down a textbook run, and then Connor just trying to keep up with Hulk. R32 4-door versus R33 4-door. Cam Martin the lead. Jenkins to chase. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Cam Martin, big flick up, lots of speed on outside zone 1, filling the whole zone as he tries to take that wide line. Ben Jenkins tidying up a little bit, trying to dive in there, find the pocket on outside zone 2 as Cam Martin snaps over to 3. Ben Jenkins does the same, emulating some more. Over to 5. Cam Martin putting on a show, banging the limiter, ladies and gentlemen. 100%.
Oh, no, we're not. We're going to send another battle.
Straight in, here we go.
So we got
Connor Halligan.
Connor Halligan, that's right. So Connor Halligan in the lead there. Bogger in the chase. Bogger trying to get up on the side of the E46. And a little bit of a tyre drop there from Connor Halligan in the lead. Keeps the momentum though. Keeps it going. Great job there from Connor to keep the car sideways. And Bogger though. Bogger doesn't care.
running that wide line. Yes, he did drop a tyre, but he still didn't really disrupt the car. He slowed down a little bit, but he made it all the way through to outside zone 2. So we're going to have a result.
That's right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Brendan Bogger O'Grady goes through. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to flip around once again. It's going to be Benny Jenkins in the lead this time, being chased down by Cameron in the elite order and garage R33. What a time from Cameron on the side of Benny Jenkins. These two men are chasing four-doors, throwing down. Cameron has found another gear and he is insane in that chase position. Down the lead. He knew Benny Jenkins was going to lay down a lead and he took full advantage of that and he is going to take the win. You know you're watching something special.
Alrighty, here we go. Up the line, we're going to have Nathan Makovic and Hunter Carey. Hunter the lead, Makovic in the chase in that gorgeous E36. Hunter the young gun as he goes out to outside zone 2, just missing it by about a foot. Then Makovic right there with him, winding the steering angle in as they come to 3 and 4, over to 5. Both drivers doing a phenomenal job to keep it off the wall.
We've got Makovic here in the lead, Hunter Carey in the chase, in the keeper ring, 8-6. Makovic flicking it up at the wall, nice and high through that first zone. Hunter Carey now surging forward, down the hill, trying to get in the pocket behind the E36. Nice line through turn 2 for Nathan Makovic, filling those outside zones to perfection, and Hunter Carey up on the door. Fantastic battle there.
It's going to be a phenomenal job done by both drivers, and we have come to a decision. It's going to be
a rerun. They're going to have to do it again. Rolling it down.
Here we go. We've got Ross Murdoch, Houston Sackers in the lead. Ross Murdoch diving right up onto Sackers in that R33 as they flick over to outside zone 2. Both drivers on a phenomenal job. Murdoch tucking in the pocket there as they transition to 3. Surging forward, Sackers trying to keep it wide, allowing him to get right up on his door. Phenomenal drive by both drivers.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we do have the second half of this battle now. It's going to be Ross Murdoch in the lead, in the K70, being chased down by Huey Sackers in the black flag drift car, R33 Skyline. Big initiation from both drivers. Huey manages to hold on to it. I thought he was going around. Ross Murdoch doing a great job there in the lead. Just fills that outside zone. Huey Sackers, though, getting up on the door of Ross Murdoch. That's going to be a tricky one for the judges.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard. See, Ross really missed outside zone 2, so he's going to have a decent deduction of points there.
Have made the decision, and looks like we are going to send him again, so we are going to have a rerun. Big initiation from both drivers there. Shane nice and high on the wall. Taylor goes to the front brake. Want to get a little bit closer as Shane now again just misses that second zone. Transitioning, builds the third zone. Taylor now. Draw, big straight from Taylor in the chase there behind Shane Ponsonby.
The rerun.
There's Houston Sackers. Ross Murdoch now coming down. Big snappy initiation from both drivers. Right up on the wall from Houston Sackers and Ross Murdoch there in the chase. Huey again, you can see, just misses that second zone once again. Nice transition into 3. Huey right out wide through the last 2 corners. Allows Ross Murdoch to get up on the door. Taylor Siskus, he's going to be leading now. Shane Ponsonby just getting walked a little bit on that initiation. Taylor doing a great job there. A little bit shallow coming down the hill. See if he can get out to that second zone. He does too. Shane Ponsonby just needs to close that door. Coming through the final corner there. Great lead run. But it doesn't matter. That was not enough to overcome the straight from Taylor. So Shane Ponsonby moves through into the top 16. In Marcus McCarthy's town bike there in the lead. Huey in the chase, jumping in. Big angle from Huey again in the chase. Tyre drop from Ross Murdoch in the lead coming down the hill, but he makes it flow really well. Sackers, look at that transition. Absolute perfection in the chase there through the last 2 corners.
Wowee. That was perfect. Millimetre perfect.
That's right, and he's going to get rewarded for that. And Houston Sackers is going to go through to the top 16.
But off the line, we're going to have Hunter to lead. This is going to be the rerun between Hunter and
Nathan Macavec there in the chase.
Here we go, Hunter to lead. Macavec, the gorgeous E36 flicking up on the door. Oh, big straight there by Macavec, while Hunter does keep it kind of consistent and outside zone 1. Dipping down to 2, just touching the tyres into the touch and go as they flick over to 3. Macavec trying to make up for the lost ground as they come over the line.
Mistake.
Yeah, but here we go. We're going to have Kwame Porter to chase Danny Pesek. Danny Pesek throwing lots of angle outside zone 1. Kwame Porter trying to keep it together in that JZX90, that big machine. Danny Pesek does a great job outside zone 2 as Kwame sticks with him as they come into the pocket for 4 and 5.
But here we go. It's going to be the second half now. Nathan Macavec, Hunter Carey. Hunter Carey just needs to keep it in control to move himself through. As big straight from Macavec. Macavec bails out, so that is going to be all she wrote for Nathan Macavec. Hunter Carey just needs to finish the lap, and he does so. So Hunter Carey there. Nathan he made that mistake in the first run. He knew he had to step up, push it again. And I think he knows. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Nathan Macavec.
Danny Pesek in that really fast SR20 powered S13. Here we go as they both drive through towards the chicane, and 3, 2, 1 booted. Kwame first, second, third gear, 1JZ versus SR20. Here we go. Kwame big flick up the JZX90 up on the wall. Danny Pesek tucking in there as Kwame lays a nice lead line, nice and wide, right out to outer 2. Danny Pesek unfortunately spinning out. Kwame Porter finishing strong over the line. I don't know what happened there.
And we're getting straight back into it. We got Landon Kennedy now coming down the straight. Caleb Sheehan in the chase in that fast straight transport. Look at the time from Caleb Sheehan getting right up on the door of Landon Kennedy. Landon understeers. Has a massive straight. Caleb Sheehan avoids contact. Epic work there from Caleb, and he is straight back on the door of Landon Kennedy. What a battle, what a chase. Looks like we got Cody Moxon and Jaden Jamison coming down.
Here we go, Moxon lead, Jamison to chase that. R33 big NASCAR V8. Moxon the little K70 as he charges up the car onto outside zone 1. Jamison a little straighten up, check up as he's trying to close the gap there on the outside zone 1 to come over to 2. Moxon just misses outside zone 2. Then as they switch over to 3, just misses 3. A little bit shallow there, but Jamison trying to wheel him in there as they come over to 4 and 5. Great drive by both drivers.
So we've got another battle now, so it's going to be the second half now of Caleb Sheehan. He's going to be the lead in the back straight transport. E36 being chased down by Landon Kennedy in that JE window cleaning. Z20 Sora, long handbrake initiation there from Caleb Sheehan, but he keeps it going, misses that second clip. Landon Kennedy now trying to get aggressive, get up on the door of the E46, but will it be enough to overcome the big straight he had in his first run? Just going to get Yin to point the flag. There we go. Caleb Sheehan, make some noise. Caleb Sheehan, Landon Kennedy.
All right, here we go. We've got Jamison to lead in the second half of the run between Cody Moxon. Here we go, Jamison, the big R33 V8 charging up the straight. Cody Moxon trying to find the pocket there outside zone 1. Jamison doing a great job. A little bit of a lag behind Moxon, unfortunately shutting her down. Looks like Jamison is continuing the run outside zone 3 and 4.
That point where it locked up for so long that he just couldn't get the car to go again. So
All right, that is the top 16 drivers. We're raring to go here. It's the final round. We're about to see things heat up, and I know that's cliche, but it is going to heat up. We're going to see some great battles. Final round, Drift Collective, top 16. Let's go.
getting underway, number 1 qualifier, Matt Harvey in the Kumo tyres, S13 being chased down by Brendan Bogger O'Grady in the Hulk. Big entry there from Matt Harvey right up on the wall. Little bit lazy from Bogger, but he gets there. Matt Harvey on the wall. Transitions, fills that whole third zone. Bogger now getting up on the door. We've been absolutely Dutched out here in the car. Matt Harvey's got it. Bogger car makes massive power. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be Bogger in the lead, in the Hulk. 1,000 horsepower, rolling down the straight. Matt Harvey chasing him down. Big snappy initiation, big dive from Matt Harvey, getting right to the side of Brendan O'Grady coming down the hill now. Bogger, nice and wide, just gets to that zone. Matt Harvey, though, scrapes the bumper on transition, diving up onto the door to come through the final corner now. Absolute pandemonium, Matt Harvey.
Rins are wide, and there it is, unity in the community. And yeah, Brendan O'Grady is absolutely pumped. Matt Harvey is gleaming. And hate to see a cliche, but I'd hate to be the judges in this one. All right, our winner is Matt Harvey, ladies and gentlemen, your first place qualifier. Matt, just quickly, how good is it when you can drive against a driver like Brendan O'Grady, just a consistent go-getter, and you're both grinning ear to ear? Jeez, I had to spit that one out.
You know, I can always push 110% with Bogger. You know, he works on my car, so I know it's going to be reliable. So, yeah, put it on the wall. We got the win, so we're going to take it all the way.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Harvey has spoken, and he's going to take it all the way. Make some noise. Matt Harvey through to top 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, at their home track, Cam Martin to lead, Jason Ferrin to chase. Cam's driving the car up onto the wall. Jason Ferrin knows Cam's capabilities, trying to catch him there on outside zone 1. Looks like Cam and Jason both drop a little bit of a dirt tyre. Then Jason also straightens slightly coming into outside zone 2, and they snap to 3rd, over to 4th. Cam Martin leading a line that can be followed. Amazing job by Cam Martin there. Does drop the tyre, sends Jason a little bit deep. Jason does check up a little bit. Jason Ferrin, both Cam Martin side by side as they charge down the straight. Cam right next to Jason, clutch kick initiation right up on the door. Cam surging forward, Jason perfect outside zone 1 as they come through the pocket over to outside zone 2. Door on door, ladies and gentlemen, wheel to wheel. Cam Martin surging back again, outside zone 3, back to 4. Jason Ferrin nice and wide. Hands together, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take that bread and put it in the toaster. It's going to be a rerun between Cam Martin and Jason Ferrin. There we go, so it is going to be Marcus McCarthy now in the lead. Houston Sackers in the chase, in the R33 Skyline. We saw this battle in the top 16, same cars but different drivers this time. Huey in the chase, Marcus McCarthy right out on the edge of the track, fills out outside zone. Look at the transition from Huey once again, diving on the side of Marcus McCarthy through the final corner. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be Houston Sackers now in the lead in the R33. Marcus McCarthy chasing him down as they initiate at the Melbourne sign. Big front wheel lock up from both drivers. Marcus McCarthy on the door all the way down the hill. Huey just missing that second zone. Good transition. Marcus now closing the gap as they come around the final corner. Door to door. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Marcus McCarthy. The judges look like they have decided to score. We're going to pop down to Mez on the ground.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, is Marcus McCarthy. In the Nimble Corolla today, what's happened to the Sylvia?
I just didn't get a motor back in time. Unfortunately, we had to rebuild it after Tasmania. So, yeah, it didn't all happen, but the backup car is proven to be worthy today. So, yeah, I'm having a blast.
Absolutely unreal. You're through to the top 8, mate. Make some noise for Marcus McCarthy.
Up on the line, we're going to have the rerun, sending them Cam Martin to lead, Jason Ferrin to chase. They've battled before hundreds of times. Here we go. Cam Martin to lead as he surges up onto the wall. Jason Ferrin trying to tighten the pocket about a car's length away. Cam about a car length off the wall outside zone 1 as he comes down to 2. Perfect out of 2. Jason Ferrin finding that pocket now, coming to 3 and 4 as they come across the line side by side. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
See what we see this time on the rerun between Jason Ferrin and Cam Martin coming down the straight now. Watch Ferrin drop down, initiate then, right up on the wall again. Big dive from Cam Martin and lots of angle from Jason Ferrin in the lead on the wall. Absolutely fantastic from there from Jason Ferrin. Bumper hanging off. Cam Martin pushing the boot back onto his car from behind.
Around the wrong way. But these battles have been absolutely unreal, and it's only the top 16 as Cam Martin checks out a bit of the panel damage there. We've got a bit of a rear end adjustment. Should we try find a decision? We should. Going through to the top 8, it is Jason Farron. Jason, just quickly, mate, absolutely unreal display to start the top 16. What's it mean to take out hometown hero Cam Martin?
It's crazy, honestly. We've had so many insane battles. We have a really similar driving style. Sometimes Cam goes a little bit harder than I do, a little bit more on the edge, which is a good thing. It honestly pushes me to that next level to be like, all right, we can't leave nothing on the line on this one, AKA that's why I have no boot left anymore. So awesome battle, great time, and yeah, good work Cam, let's take it all the way.
That's exactly it, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for Jason Farron, but obviously Cam Martin is getting his tyres worth, his money's worth. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Farron through to the top 8.
It is the People's Gem, Will Argoon. In the NAAU Falcon, there's going to be Hunter Carey, the Keep It Reet Young Gun. In that LS-powered GT86, so you can see Hunter go for an early initiation there. Makes it work, getting up on the side of Will Argoon in Walt. Will just slightly off that second clipping zone. You can hear him working every little bit of that barra under the bonnet as Hunter Carey up on the door. As we're about to send these cars down. So it is going to be Hunter Carey now in the lead. Will Argoon starting from the other side of Melbourne right now. Coming down into turn 1. Will Argoon doing all he can to keep up with Hunter Carey. Great initiation. Hunter right up wide on that first clip, filling all the way around to the second zone. Will Argoon a little bit shallow now, goes to the dive, getting up on the door of Hunter Carey. Wheel on wheel. Will Argoon rubbing tyres with Hunter Carey, and then the AU doing AU things at the end of the run.
As they came down to 2, trimmed a little bit of angle and was snapped, locked on him for 3, 4, and 5.
Mate, I am currently looking at Will Argoon's rear wheel, and let me tell you, he's going to be up for a new one because he's got a big metal gouge sticking out of it. So I would like everyone to visually, actually you won't be able to see that, he'll be on the opposite side on the return road, but maybe go see Will Argoon in the pits when there's a free moment, because yeah, that's a big gouge. And that's what it's all about, Ben. It's about the deliberation. But we have a winner. It is 15-year-old Hunter Carey. Huge hug there. And we'll just grab a quick word with Hunter through to the top 8, brother. I got to ask, you're 15 years old, you're going up against some serious peddlers, you've been drifting for a year. Are you nervous, or are you just out there like, let's go get it, and far out, am I going to be the coolest kid at school on Monday?
A little bit of both, you know. I'm just speechless. I didn't think I would actually get this far, and now I'm advancing onto the top 8. It's like a dream, you know. It's just absolutely amazing.
Unreal stuff, Hunter. Get yourself back in there and keep going all the way. Make some noise for Hunter Carey through to the top 8.
We got another one coming right up. It is second in the championship, Dale Campaign, and he's going to be facing down against Shay Ponsonby, throwing it in right up on the wall. Dale Campaign, picture perfect once again. A little bit of a straighten from Shay Ponsonby there in the chase, trying to close the distance between himself and Dale. Dale once again a little bit shallow through clip 4, but gets it done. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Shay Ponsonby now in the lead. Coming down into turn 1. Dale Campaign ranging up on the side of Shay as they come down into turn 2. Right up on the wall for Shay Marker, coming into turn 3. Again, right on the edge of the track. Dale Campaign using all of that side of the car. Shay Ponsonby with the lead of a lifetime. That's it. The judges having a quick deliberation. We're going to go down to Mez on the ground with our result.
Lead of a lifetime. I love that line. And your winner is Dale Campaign, going through to the top 8. Dale, just quickly, how good and weird is it that you're drifting with a fellow South Australian in a different state, just putting on a show?
Oh, it's awesome. I think there was 6 out of 8 of us in here, so it just shows the level of driving in SA at the moment. That's helped where we are today because of the level over there and drifting SA. So good for the crowd to be out here. Thanks a lot, guys, and yeah, can't wait for the top 8 battle.
Unreal stuff. Go get it. Make some noise. Dale Campaign going through to the top 8.
A built race car versus a street car. Here we go. Derek in the lead, Kwame in the chase. Derek flicking the car up onto outside zone 1. Kwame in the big JZX90 trying to match the angle. You can see Derek has a lot more angle than Kwame in that car. Derek goes out to outside zone 2. Kwame finds a pocket there. Nice transition, bumper to bumper as they come through the pocket of outside zone 3. Down to 4. Kwame, big Scando flick up, compressing the car up onto the wall. Derek trying to match the angle, as you can see both cars coming down the pocket from outside zone 1 to 2. Kwame keeping it consistent, nice and deep through 2 as both cars transition, switch back to 3. Derek trying to find that pocket there, trying to drive up onto him as they come over the line. Judges are just deliberating. Mez, what's going on down there? Is it smiles, mate?
Mate, it's non-stop smiles, and that's what I wanted to mention as Kwame Porter gets the W. Make some noise for Kwame. How is that, brother?
No, it was really good. He's a good driver, and it was nice to have a chat to him in the pits actually whilst we were waiting. He actually lent me his welder because I snapped my handbrake in practice. So yeah, he's a legend. He's a good dude, so it was a pleasure to battle him.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? No games here. Unity in the community, whatever it takes to get out there. Kwame, you're through to the top 8. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Derek's got the purge going. Unreal stuff.
Putting on a show for the crowd out here at Calder Park. We've got another battle coming out. It's going to be Stewie Bryant being chased down by Caleb Sheehan. Long initiation there from Stewie, dragging the car along the wall. Catches Caleb out a little bit, as again, Caleb a little bit shallow behind Stewie. The snap from Stewie Bryant into 3, using all of that Acostal steering angle, and Caleb Sheehan just finishing off nice and strong. But Caleb Sheehan's been absolutely on a tear today. So let's see how he does in the lead now. It's Caleb Sheehan throwing it in. Stewie Bryant a little bit further back. I want to see him try and dive up on the side of Caleb Sheehan. Caleb nice and tight on the wall, exactly what I want to see. Good transition into 3, super deep into 4, filling all those outside zones, allowing Stewie to get up on the door. That was a very, very solid lead run there from Caleb Sheehan.
Oh, and we got ourselves a rerun, ladies and gentlemen. The judges found it too hard to split, so we'll go again. We got the agricultural R32 up against the Bass Straight Transport BMW of Caleb Sheehan. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Big Kev excited.
As the boys charge up the straight now, Mudgee to lead, side skirt flopping in the wind, big flick up, Jamison trying to mimic it. Oh, a bit of contact. Jamison has turned Mudgee around there, just touching the rear bar on initiation, forcing Mudgee to spin. Alrighty, we're going to spin these guys. They're going to have Jamison in the lead, Mudgee to chase. Ladies and gentlemen, eyes on the start line. Here we go. Mudgee getting a little bit of a jump in the S13, a little RB20. Big V8 in the R33. Here we go. Jamison charging up the straight. Mudgee trying to maintain speed as Jamison wobbles a little bit, then washes off course, unfortunately in the dirt. Throwing it away. Mudgee coming through, finishing the run. Jamison picking up all the mud and gunk and rocks. Oh, that's a lot of cleaning to do on the front of that car.
Oh, Sam Mudge going through. I'll just grab a quick word with Sam. Mate, you're through to the top 8. You feeling sharp?
Yeah, sharp enough, I suppose.
Sharp enough to put some points on the board?
Yeah, absolutely. You hate to win like that, but I'll take it. A win's a win.
That's exactly it, brother. Make some noise for Sam Mudge as he goes.
All right, here we go. Thanks, Mez. We've got a couple cars flying down the straight now. It is the R32 of Stewie Bryant being chased down by Caleb Sheehan there in that Bass Straight Transport E46. Super aggressive on the initiation from both drivers. Stewie getting out to that outside zone this time. Bit of an awkward line from Caleb in the chase, but he makes it work into the final 2 zones. As they come through the last corner now, they're going to feed it down the straight. Caleb Sheehan, foot to the floor. Stewie Bryant in the chase, right up on the wall for Caleb Sheehan. Stewie with angle in the chase, overcorrects a little bit, falls behind. You can see Stewie cut that second clipping point, just the same as Caleb. As they come through into the final quarter, Stewie back up on the door.
See, everyone got the memo on black, but it's Stewie Bryant going through, ladies and gentlemen. The agricultural R32 with the Acostal development. Stewie, mate, back behind the driver's seat in a competition setting. Am I right in thinking it's been a hot minute?
Yeah, it's been a while. I was coming here and there just to kind of get out with the boys. Never really taken it too seriously for a while. To be honest, even this one was, this is honestly testing. I said to myself, I'm going to make at least one collective round after the first round. So I just made sure, like, I'm coming here, the car wasn't really ready. There's a lot of things I would like to avoid, but we just ran out of time. I was like, I'm not quick, I'm taking this man. Let's get out and get a few guns with the boys, that's all that matters.
That's 100% it, and now you're going through to the top 8. Ladies and gentlemen, our final driver in the top 8, Stewie. Brian, make some noise.
Jason Farron and Matt Harvey come flying down the straight. Watch the snap, watch the dive from Matt Harvey, get right up on the door of Jason Farron the whole way through turn 1, down the hill, into that second zone. You can see Matt Harvey just trimming the ankle there to make sure he's right up on the side of Jason Farron the whole way through the course, pushing him through the final corner. What a run!
Phenomenal run, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. Matt Harvey in the S13, Paloom and Smoke, Jason Farron in the R34 Ford doing a phenomenal job there.
Josh is pushing through some results. We're going to jump down to Mez on the ground.
Boys, it was like Dr. Dre's Up in Smoke tour here on the finish line. Could not see anything. Bloody phenomenal job. Thank you, Mez. Matt Harvey putting on an absolute show for everyone. Love to see it. Up on the line, we're going to have Marcus McCarthy, Becky McCarthy in the lead. Marcus McCarthy in the lead, Hunter in the chase. Both drivers charging up outside zone 1. Marcus, nice swift flick. Hunter trying to get that ground on outside zone 1. As he does, keeping the car within a car's length. Then over to 2. Marcus McCarthy fills the zones as he switches back to 3. Hunter searching forward in the pocket of 4. Over to outside zone 5 and crossing the line.
Marcus McCarthy, we said he's a demon in the chase earlier and he threw it down. So let's see if he does it once again. So it is going to be Hunter Carey now in the lead. Throwing it up the wall there. Nice smooth initiation, really dragging the car the whole way along the wall of Calder Park. Now Marcus McCarthy getting up, close hand person with the side of Hunter Carey. Look at the transition now, drives right back inside as Hunter Carey again fills all 5 zones and Marcus McCarthy on the door the entire time. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Hunter Carey and Marcus McCarthy. But they're going to let Josh know, and then Josh is going to let the crew on the ground know. Actually, I can just save us all the trouble because I just saw the hand signal. It's going to be a rerun.
Here we go, we're riding it back. Marcus McCarthy to lead, Hunter the young gun in the chase. McCarthy flicks up on the wall, nice bump down. Or Hunter trying to close the gap the outside zone 1, then fell back a little bit as Marcus goes out to 2, fills the entirety of 2, switches back to 3. Hunter finds the pocket now into 4 as they both drive the cars over the line, nice and wide on the wall. All right, here we go. Hunter to lead, the young gun in the lead, Marcus McCarthy on the chase. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, second half of the rerun. Hunter flicking up onto outside zone 1. Nice long bump drag. Marcus McCarthy emulating as they both come down the bank into outside zone 2. Hunter feels it amazingly. Inches away from the wall, then over to 3. Given the opportunity for Marcus McCarthy to creep up there in the pocket and fill it with ease. Amazing job.
We saw both those drivers stepping it up. Marcus is stoked. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Marcus McCarthy, Hunter Carey. We're going to pop down to Mez on the ground.
We have a result. Your winner going through is Marcus McCarthy. Make some noise for Hunter Carey getting through to the top 8. Absolutely stoked. And Marcus, I don't need to ask, you're stoked. Grin from ear to ear. The Corolla's working like a weapon. Where do we go from here?
I don't know. We'll see what we can do with it. We got some
Real Estate 1 here in the lead, getting chased down by Flyway Porter in the JZX90. Coming down now. Nice smooth initiation for Dale. Again, just feeling that whole outside zone like we've seen every lap. Right on the edge of the track, right on the edge of the outside zone. Transitions into 3. Feels it to perfection, but Kwame Porter in the street car is there the whole time. The judges are clapping. They loved what they saw. Kwame Porter in the JZX90, Dale Campaign in the Smith Partners Real Estate 1 Beer, diving up onto the door. Kwame fills that outside zone. Dale Campaign right there, almost pushing Kwame Porter. Kwame just misses that second outside zone ever so slightly. Dale Campaign though, he'll follow him wherever he goes as Kwame
hands together for Kwame and Dale campaign. Phenomenal driving.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the Kwame Porter Dale campaign battle is... Well, our marshal dude gave me the... There we go, it's Dale campaign, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely unreal stuff. Make some noise for Kwame Porter, putting on a show. Dale, you know Kwame can steer, but is it a bit intimidating with the big Toyota Mark II up there?
Yeah, it's always hard to go against a big car with the switches, but yeah, timed it well. His lead run was phenomenal, so you know, put on a chase like that, obviously you have to have a good lead and it was absolutely perfect. So yeah, didn't fail under the pressure. He said he was a bit nervous, but yeah, wicked driver, man. Congratulations.
Right now, we have the final battle of our top 8. It's going to be Sam Mudge versus Stewie Bryant coming down the straight now. That RB Limited screaming Sam Mudge right up the wall. Stewie touching and coming down the hill. A little bit of rub in his race and Mudgey misses that second clip. Good transition. Stewie Bryant though getting all up close and personal. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Sam Mudge and Stewie Bryant.
Mudgey to chase. Can Mudge do what Stewie did? Stewie slingshotting forward, lots of speed. Mudgey flicking up on Stewie, massive search forward, outside zone 1, touches him, hits the contact. Stewie Bryant not unsettled at all, locked in, outside zone 1 to 2, big snap to angle. Mudgey emulating, touching him again, pushing him across the line, but unfortunately shutting it down as there was contact. Looks like something's going on there with Stewie's car because he has just pulled off and rolled off to the side there. But that was a phenomenal job.
So so we have had some word from the drivers, but of course we did see it, of course, on the initiation as well.
All right, boys, we can finally hear down here. Thanks for turning your car off, Sam. And yeah, they're just deliberating. Stewie's like, I had my foot into it. Sam's like, well, I had my foot into it and then you were there, so I don't know what's happening, but the boys were just investigating the battle marks. What is it from your perspective, Sam?
Well, I thought he slowed down a little bit because it's not often I can catch him, so that's what I'm going with.
What happened from your view?
I'm not sure, honestly. Like, I obviously felt the hit. I was foot flat, and then jammed on the wheel. We could see a few new little marks on things there.
Versus Stewie Bryant. Mudgey in the lead. Stewie in the chase. Snappy initiation from Mudgey. Stewie with the dive. Stewie falls away. Overshoots the corner slightly as Mudgey then misses outside zone 2. Transitions into 3. Stewie trimming the line to get up on the door. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to send them now. This is the second half of that rerun. Stewie Bryant now in the lead. Sam Mudge, the smudge in the chase. Coming down the hill there. Stewie stays on the right side of the line this time. Look at the angle from Stewie Bryant coming down the hill. Very, very tight from Stewie. Super tight from Addy, shuts it down. Stewie Bryant shutting the car down. So unfortunate there. Looks like again Renee said it could have possibly been one of the safeties cutting in on the ECU in that first run.
What you said when you pulled up to the line, maybe the car did clonk out in front of you, mate.
Oh, look, there's every chance, I think. Maybe Stewie needs to drive something like mine.
And you would know a thing or two about RB20s getting zesty. Mate, you're through the top 4. We'll let you go. We'll let you get ready. Make some noise for Sam Mudge, ladies and gentlemen.
So we are sending now. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be, look at the run-up from Marcus McCarthy trying to jump Matt Harvey. Matt Harvey almost hitting Marcus McCarthy on the initiation. Up on the wall, Marcus with the dive. Onto the side of that Kumo tyres, S13 as they come through the second clipping point. Scraping the wall, snappy transition. Oh, in the pocket the whole way through. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Marcus McCarthy and Matt Harvey.
Let's send it! McCarthy in the lead, big Scano flick up on the wall, massive active aero happening, the boot flicking up, Harvey trying to stay with him there, outside zone 1 as they both come down to 2. Marcus right there on the outside zone 2 clipping point as it's switching line, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Harvey.
Absolutely unreal as always. What are you thinking there? Got a little jump, little run up, he let you have it, and then he just chucked his car right at you.
Yeah, whatever happened, I was going to throw it on him. So yeah, we had an absolute party out there as we always do. And I can't get over how fun driving this car is.
There we go, Matt. I'm not going to be a dog. We've just got a decision. We're going through it. Going through to the final battle is... Oh, it's a rerun. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We hyped it up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is going to be a Dale campaign leading in the Smith Partners Real Estate 1. They're being chased out by Sam March in the Murray River Motorsport S13. Nice wall run there from Dale campaign. Mungie just drops the line a little bit, trying to get up on the door of Dale. Dale missing the second zone there. A little bit uncharacteristic mistake from Dale campaign. Finishes off strong though, Mungie all over him. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is the second run now. It's going to be Sam Mudge in the Murray River Motorsport. Dwarves Bill S13 being chased down by Dale campaign in the Smith Partners Real Estate 1 here. Mudgey, big angle up on the wall, driving down. Dale campaign losing angle. Dale campaign losing distance. Mudgey on the wall. Good transition from Sam as well. Dale campaign now gets back in the pocket. Was it too little, too late for Dale campaign?
While Dale was a little bit deeper into it. So it's going to be interesting to see what the judges do here, because I wouldn't be surprised if it was a rerun.
And going through, it's Sam Mudge. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Mudge through to the final battle. Have to wait a little bit longer to get to that thirsty stuff. But mate, you're on fire this weekend, and I reckon it's probably that Wreckham sticker on your front windshield.
That's exactly what it is. How did you know?
When I sent that sticker, I thought this is going to give him good powers. Mate, you're on fire this weekend. Anything changed, anything different, or are you just feeling it?
Nah, just trying to drive the wheels off this thing. It's just normal. It's a Duals build RB20, you can't beat it.
There we go, and how's that for product advertising, ladies and gentlemen? Sam Mudge through to the final battle. Make some noise, and make some noise for Dale campaign as well.
There we go, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have the rerun. Matt Harvey, Marcus McCarthy coming down into turn 1. Harvey all the way through turn 1. Marcus McCarthy ranging up on the side of that Kumo tyres S13. Matt Harvey scrapes the wall through turn 2. Into 3, 4 and 5. Absolutely smoked out.
Here we go, Marcus McCarthy in the lead. Matt Harvey in the chase. Marcus flicking the car up onto the wall. Matt Harvey right there with him. Marcus, great job outside zone 1 as they come down the bank into outside zone 2. Harvey right there closing the gap all the way up. Nice bumper to bumper transition. Marcus McCarthy laying down a wide line for Harvey to chase him. Phenomenal job by both drivers there. Wowee.
Wowee, Bumblebee. What an absolutely insane battle we just saw there.
Find out who is going through to the final battle, final round of Drift Collective, and your winner is Matt Harvey. Matt, I will make this quick because you've got a final battle to prepare for, but it is kind of a long question. You are sort of in the zone right now. You have been driving for a very long time, but right now it is quite like the pieces of the puzzle all together, and each time you get behind the wheel, you're a weapon.
Yeah, look, we've been chasing the National Championship for 10 years now, so we're hoping to finally get tonight. So, we're just dialing the car every now and again. Shockworks and Costa come on board, so, just those pieces together make it perfect.
Absolutely unreal. Get back in your car, mate. Get ready for that final battle. And no, it's not Dale. And yeah, which I think you know what that means. You'll be taking on Sam Mudge, but I didn't want to say it early, mate, but we got some stuff to get through. You get to the final battle and not worry about that.
Dale campaign to lead. Marcus McCarthy in the chase. Ladies and gentlemen, time to send the Dale campaign. Big flick up onto the wall. Marcus McCarthy reeling him in there as they come down the bank into outside zone 2, straightened by Dale campaign. Looks like some mechanical dramas. Oh no, the car is shut down. I heard clunking. Unfortunately, that may be all she wrote for Dale campaign.
Alright, so we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be some K70 on K70 action. The backup car versus the borrowed car. Here we go. It's going to be Marcus McCarthy in the lead. Dale campaign to chase him down. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Up onto the wall. Marcus McCarthy right up on the wall. Dale campaign with the time in the borrowed car. Getting it done. Marcus right out on that second outside zone. Clips it into the third. Filling that outside zone to perfection. Around the wall it goes. Dale campaign getting it done in the chase. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe
and Sam Mudge. Time to send them. Harvey to lead. Mudgey to chase. Driving up past the last cone as they fire down the straight. Big flick by Mudgey trying to get up on the wall. Following Harvey. Outside zone 1. Phenomenal job there by Harvey. Out to 2. Mudgey lost in the smoke. Let's see if he can recover here on outside zone 3, 4, and 5. Matt Harvey showing us why he is number 1.
Anyway, we're going to go straight into a battle now. It's going to be Sam Mudge now in the lead. Matt Harvey to get him chased. Sport versus Kumo Tyres Tasmania. Big entry up on the wall. Matt, more angle in the chase. Pulls away a little bit as Sam Mudge misses that second outside zone by a mile there. Matt Harvey now gets back up on the door of Sam Mudge as they come around the line. It's our Shockworks finals here at the final round of Drift Collective at Calder Park. Matt Harvey to lead. Sam Mudge to chase as they come down the straight. Big flick from Matt Harvey once again up on the wall. Look at the angle from Matt Harvey, almost backwards. Down the hill he goes. Mudgey trying to play catch up. Harvey again right on the wall. Picture perfect. Big time from Sam Mudge to get back up on the side. It's Red S13 on Red S13 as they come across the line. What a battle, Joe.
That's it, 100%. Here we go. We're going to have the second half of the battle for first place. Mudgey in the lead. Harvey in the chase. Mudgey flicking up onto the wall. Lots of angle. Harvey trying to wheel him in there. Outside zone 1 as they come down the bank over towards 2. Mudgey doing a great job going out wide on outside zone 2. Harvey right there with him through 3, 4, and 5. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Absolute phenomenal driving by these drivers here.
In third place, we have the Backy McCarthy. Marcus McCarthy with third place. He is absolutely pumped. Marcus, mate, in the borrowed car, you've had grins galore all day. Is there anyone you want to thank? Bit of adversity shown here in the backup Corolla.
It's not very often this car actually has stickers on it, but I do have to thank Burson Auto Parts, Exedi and Martini Racing, and all my other sponsors for helping me get here, as well as my mates, because it's been a massive week getting the backup car ready. We weren't definitely planning on driving this car here, but who would have thought that I'd be on the podium in this thing? So, woo! I'm stoked.
Unreal, there you go. Third place, Marcus McCarthy. And coming in second place, he was on fire all weekend, but right now he's just thirsty. Make some noise for Sam Mudge. Mudgey, I'll try keep it short and sweet because I know you're itching to get to the pub. Mate, you've been on fire all weekend.
Yeah, look, it's feeling pretty good. The Jewelers RB20, just been doing its thing all night. It's a rocket ship at the minute, so I'm pretty happy with that.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, second place. Make some noise for Sam Mudge. And without further ado, a quite obvious one, our first place, our round 3 winner is Matt Harvey. All right, Matt, as I spoke to you earlier, you've been absolutely clinical all season. You've really stepped it up a gear and mate, yeah, I think you know what this means, but we'll get to that on the next podium. Let's just talk about this weekend. You had some tough competition. You had, championships on the line. How did it all play out?
Look, every battle I had was like, I could lose this, so I just drove 110%, you know, Sam, McCarthy, Farron, everybody like just 100% all the time, so like I have to just go the same, like we just throw it down, we just hope for the best, but it's a great time and we love coming in.
Mate, you absolutely sent it all right and hard work indeed going against those operators. No easy runs there. Ladies and gentlemen, round 3 winner. Make some noise for Matt Harvey. Here we go for round 3 Drift Collective podium. And funnily enough, all 4 drivers in the championship, the top 4, all happen to be here already, so that's a real true testament to their driving skill. Okay, third place in the championship. He had the Angels looking down on him today, and I mean that because it's the McCarthy Angels. Marcus McCarthy, third place overall for Drift Collective.
It's been the most challenging season I've had, but it's probably been one of the most fun that I've made, the most memories with a bunch of people, especially traveling interstate and meeting a whole bunch of new people that all are Yeah, absolutely mad vibes everywhere, and I am pumped to do it all again.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Marcus McCaffey, third place in our inaugural Drift Collective Championship. Make some noise for second in the championship, Dale Campaign. Dale, mate, it's a bit unfortunate you didn't get to duke it out for third in your own car, but driving a Corolla, pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a massive thanks to Jamie for letting me take it for a spin. You got to get your steering wheel fixed, mate. That is moving so far. But yeah, like massive thanks to Keep It Reet, Drift League and Drifting SA. This is the first time we've done this, and have a look at it. So driving, stepping up, and yeah, massive thanks to the crowd coming out. It's awesome. And biggest thanks to my family, my dad especially. He puts in so much work. And the crew for coming over and helping this weekend, and our major sponsors, Smith Partners Real Estate and Kumo Tyres. So Wayne and Helen, thanks again.
Absolutely unreal stuff. Second place in the championship, Dale Campaign, ladies and gentlemen. And wow, this is going to be a very sweet one to say because it's been a long time coming. He's been chasing a national championship for quite some time, over 10 years. We alluded to it earlier, but I couldn't think of anyone more deserving with the way he's been driving, winning the inaugural Drift Collective Championship. Make some noise for Matt Harvey! Oh, and the look of relief and elation. He's done it, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a long time coming, and you've played second fiddle a little bit to the guy next to you, but now you've finally got it. How does it feel?
Look, it's hard to put in the words. You know, we've been chasing this, as you can tell, for 10 years. It's you know, we've got the right partners with, you know, Kumo, Power Plus, BSC, Shockworks, Coastal, and Corporal, and everybody else and Chris, Jory, Mum and Dad, everybody else, Tash, Matt for coming, Chris. You know, it's just been. We have finally got the pieces together, and it's been amazing, and I'm so happy to finally have this trophy in my hands.
Mate, I couldn't think, you nailed it. I couldn't think of a more deserving driver this season. Like you said, the pieces have come together, and now it's time to soak it in and celebrate. Matt Harvey, the inaugural Drift Championship winner. Make some noise. There's your Drift Collective podium. Marcus McCaffey in third, Dale Campaign in second, and Matt Harvey in first place. Now, right, that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for Drift Collective season, and what an absolute beautiful season it's been. Absolutely unreal driving displayed by all our drivers, but it was Matt Harvey who took the title. Now let's watch some burnouts.